Movement is Integrated Therapy, and welcome to the OT tip of the month of getting kids up and moving. I wanted to first share with you the importance of movement, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally, and especially for learning. Research is showing that movement can increase processing speed, working memory, and short term memory, which are all key in learning. There are different ways that you can incorporate movement into your daily activities. And the first is to get kids prepared for learning. When you're thinking about these type of movement breaks, you want them to really be doing some vigorous activities where their heart rate is up. So think of aerobic activities, dancing, moving, and also think of activities where they're crossing the midline of their body. So think of a line in the middle of their body, and anytime they move past that line, whether it's passing something or shoulder taps or cross crawls, that's going to get that right half and left half of the brain talking together and really getting them ready for learning. And one of the things you might notice with your students is when they do these types of activities, they're laughing, they're having fun, their arousal level is kind of high, and we want to transition them back to learning. And so a great way to do that is to always end any sort of preparatory activity with breathing. And make sure you're doing 5 breaths, whatever sort of breathing activity you're familiar with. The second way to incorporate movement breaks into your day is to help with that regulation and recovery. So within a lesson, these things you can think about like stretching, yoga, any sort of sustained muscle contraction where maybe they're squeezing their hands or giving themselves a hug, wall push-ups, chair push-ups, things like that. Or also just any sort of activities that you're moving about the classroom or getting up and out of your seat that are incorporated into your lesson. So I want to share with you a couple of resources. So for preparatory activities, if you're on YouTube and you put in movement breaks, brain breaks, crossing the midline breaks, there are so many opportunities and activities to do. I wanted to point you to 2 channels that I think have a wide variety of options for you. The first one is the Move to Learn MS. They have activities per grade level from pre-K all the way up to middle school, or excuse me, up to high school. And the UJU has some great videos that are 5-minute workouts or brain breaks that are 2 to 3 minutes that are pretty fun that I think most students would enjoy. And then the Regulate to Recovery resource comes from the North Carolina State Board of Education, and it's a downloadable pamphlet that you can read through all different activities to incorporate movement just within your lesson, ways to have those energizers while you're doing math or science. So it's a really great resource that I hope that you access. I hope you found these tips helpful and that you get your kids up and moving throughout the day, and especially if they have indoor recess. Some of those preparatory activities are a great way to energize them when they're not able to go out and get that free play activity into their day. Take care and hope to see you next time.